Have you ever had things from your past that you wanted to block and bury, but eventually the truth comes out? When the truth eventually is released is the first step to truly owning what has happened to you and who you are. I was 18 years old, lacking self-confidence. I didn't feel pretty enough, smart enough, or loved enough until I met Trek. He walked in as a customer at a place I was working at. He was very handsome, very confident, and we had instant chemistry. I gave him my phone number, and for the next 3 months of my life, I was on cloud 9. For the very first time, I felt alive, heard, seen, and made to feel beautiful and conquer the world. We were going to get married. Our first date was finally happening after months of talking on the phone. To make it special, he even sent his bodyguard to meet me. I was so excited. That's when the nightmare started, because the bodyguard took me to a motel and held a gun to my back. I was left with 2 choices: either get killed or be forced into that motel room. The bodyguard turned out to be the person that Trek sold me to. You see, my knight in shining armor turned out to be the devil in disguise. Trek was a human trafficker. It was the night I violently lost all my innocence, and it was just the beginning. Eventually, I escaped by the grace of God. One of the most common questions people ask me is, how long were you trafficked? My answer is simply this: long enough to impact the next 20 years of my life in the most toxic way, and short enough to live to tell my story. Because it didn't matter if you're trafficked for 1 day, 1 week, 1 year, or 20 years, the result is still the same. Except others are not as fortunate as me. Only 5% of those who escape or have been rescued go on to live a healed and normal life. Currently, human trafficking has 40 million victims worldwide between sex trafficking and forced human labor. We together can end it.